Hello, my empty little hangers. Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, my name's Megan, and today we are getting rid of so many clothing items. We are going to declutter so much. At the end, I promise you, there will be at least 3 very full bags of clothing that are going to donation. And then there are going to be a couple of those bags, which are my underbed storage bags. So lots of clothes coming out of the closet. What you're seeing here at the very beginning is day 1 of this project. In this day, my biggest thing was quickly getting rid of all of the clothes that are just for summer or spring. I live in the Midwest. It is cold some days. Other days it's been like 70 degrees, but mostly it's been really cold. So it is time to put all of my spring and summer stuff away for the season, which is what those clear vacuum bags are for. And then I'm also just ready for a brutal declutter. So all of those clothes that I'm picking out and holding up and showing you like that and throwing on the floor, those are all getting donated. So every single thing that I'm throwing on the floor is getting donated. I'm not thinking about it. I'm ready. I'm ready. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen some of my older videos where I've gone through my closet, I've decluttered, I've donated, I've thought about selling some things. And there's always just been a few tops, mostly it's tops that I just hang on to because I think maybe one day I'll want to wear them again, or maybe one day there'll be an occasion where it'll feel right. But no, like that green shirt right there, I think I bought it off of Poshmark at one point. It was a loft top, like a work top. And I always thought oh, I'll wear it in the winter. It's green. It's a good color. No, I never reached for it. Never, ever, ever. So you know what? We're getting rid of it. Goodbye. Adios. So I have a big pile on the floor. You'll see in a little bit. This is all the stuff that I'm just going to put away. These are a lot of my work tops, blouse type tops. And then there's other tops that are just more casual. I'm just putting them away. Yeah, that's it. That's the story. I'm putting them away. Look at all those hangers, by the way. There are so many hangers. I really honestly should probably get rid of some of the hangers to prevent myself from going overboard again. But the truth of the matter is, whenever I get rid of hangers and then, you know what? That's the thing. I never get rid of them, really. I just put them in a different closet. I'll put them in my son's room, or I'll put them in my daughter's closet because she has a lot of room in her closet. So I'll put the empty hangers there. And then inevitably, when I buy more clothes or whatever, I go grab some more. So this was the day where it was like, you know what? We gotta downsize because, spoiler alert, there's another video coming out later this week about this, but I bought a bunch of tops from Aerie. It's like the cozy version of American Eagle Outfitters. And so the top you're seeing right now, this black one, is a big oversized sweatshirt top, like a quarter zip top that I got from Aerie. And then I also bought 5 of these other sweatshirts. They're called the Oh Snap sweatshirt. And I bought it in 5 different colors. And that is my new winter uniform. And I do not care. I don't know if you've seen that video, the We Do Not Care Club.
We do not care what the 20-year-old influencers are telling us to wear after 50. You have no idea what's coming, sugar. Sit down and be quiet.
I forget the woman's name. I think it's Melanie or something. But she started the We Do Not Care Club for older women. And I have joined. I've joined the We Do Not Care Club. I do not care about impressing people with my clothing anymore. And so I have just bought the same top, a billion oversized tops that I can wear with jeans, I can wear with leggings, and that's what I wear. So I'm not going to get too much more into it than that because I have another like sit down video where I'm going to explain it more coming out on Friday. So stay tuned for that. But I could not be happier. It's so comfortable. What you're seeing here now is I think I just dumped my laundry, my clean laundry. I think that was the other reason why I decided that I needed to do this project today was I kept looking at the closet and then I was looking at my very full laundry basket and I was like, I don't have any room in my closet. I can't even put my clean laundry away because my closet was so full. So that was the inspiration for this declutter today. And then what you saw me do back in the bathroom is that I often will pick out my outfit the night before. So I'll pick out my top and my leggings and my underwear and whatever else I'm going to wear. And I'll put it on a hanger on the back of my bathroom door. And what you saw me go in there to grab was all of the graveyard of hangers from the closet or from the bathroom because I never put the hangers away. So yeah, look at all these hangers. That's way too much. Guys, what was I thinking? Can you please remind me when you comment? Because I'm not home right now. I'm at my office. So can you just remind me to get rid of some hangers? I'm really, it's funny. I will get rid of sentimental things with no issue, which you'll see next week, I think, in my basement decluttering video. Like, I just got rid of my daughter's, like, art projects and stuff. You'll see actually later in this video. Oh, look at all those hangers. You'll see later in this video, I get rid of like birthday cards and stuff. I'm not a super sentimental person. But for some reason, my hang up here, pun intended, is I cannot get rid of hangers. See, I'm already thinking, where do I put these stupid things? I ended up putting them in my daughter's closet. Spoiler alert. So I know I should just throw them away, but I think my fear, this is my hoarding gene coming out to the forefront. I'm afraid I'm going to need them later. And then I'm going to have to buy them again. And so I don't throw them away. But look at how full my closet is. Like, how many more hangers will even fit? Like, the empty hangers would not fit in there. I don't know, guys. Please talk me down from the ledge. Please tell me to just throw the extra hangers away. Like, I don't. But see, what if, okay, stick with me. What if my daughter, she's going to grow eventually, right? She's going to grow. Right now, she uses little kid hangers. But what if when she's adult sized, she's going to need regular sized hangers? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, should I get rid of the hangers or just save them for a rainy day? Guys, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm having a really hard time letting go of hangers. All the clothes, hello, friend. All the clothes that I was throwing on the floor from that basket over there on the dresser, those were clothes that I had set aside like weeks and weeks ago that I knew I wanted to try and sell. I finally just gave up. I just threw them in the donation pile on the floor because I have come to accept that I am never going to sit down and take pictures of all those clothes and post them online. I'm not going to take them to a consignment store. I'm just, guys, I don't have the energy. Like, could I have made a few $100s from all of the clothes that were in good condition that I could have sold? Probably. I probably could have made a couple $100, maybe $300. But the mental energy, I just wasn't willing. To do it. Speaking of mental energy, this is a new day in this process. I have my new Christmas bedding on the bed, which is not made. As you saw, that dresser is a cluttered mess. My new organizing strategy of just buying a bunch of those cheap little plastic baskets is failing. And this is my super embarrassing corner by my side of the bed. It is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Uh, so we're going to deal with it. Oh, and then, oh my gosh, you guys, I had started to declutter the closet. I took those bins down. I emptied them out. I got 2 full bags of donations. And a lot of the footage it just doesn't exist because I forgot to hit record. Also, I found some feminine hygiene products that most of them are unopened, like some tampons and pads that I had bought when I was trying to get pregnant 4 years ago. Okay. Like back in 2021, late 2021. So yeah, there's that. So I'm going to donate those. There's got to be like a local women's shelter or something that could use feminine hygiene products. So I found, so TMI, if you're not interested, then plug your ears for a second. But I don't need the feminine hygiene products anymore because I have a form of birth control that makes it so that I don't have a period anymore, which is incredible. It's the best. I love it so much. And yeah, so I don't have a period anymore and I don't need tampons or pads like that. So good for me. Hooray. Anyway, TMI is over. So what are we doing here? Oh yes. So here we go. Here is a massive, like what this section of the video is just more decluttering and organizing. So those bins that were up on top of the closet, up on that very top shelf, I hadn't quite figured out what I want to do with those yet. The bin, that little floral fabric bin that I'm putting things in, that is my pajama bin. And then the striped bin in the foreground here is where I'm going to end up putting like my workout clothes. So I have a pajama bin, I have a workout clothes bin, and then that little drawer, that plastic set of drawers, that's where I keep underwear, my leggings and shorts, and then my socks. I know it's very high class, very fancy. I've had that plastic like drawer set for, gosh, I don't even know. I've had it for so long. It's moved with me to multiple apartments and now to this house. It's got to be at least, I don't know, 15 years old. But anyway, it serves me well. It's my habit now. It is in the closet. I use it. I'm not changing it. So I like it. It's fine. It's in the closet. Nobody sees it but me. Well, and you, I guess. So I'm just dumping everything out of all of these bins and drawers so that I can minimize. So I'm getting rid of underwear that I never use. I'm getting rid of like these little bra inserts that I never use anymore because I got cakes, hashtag not sponsored, but cakes, if you would like to sponsor me, I would love it. I love your product. I use them every day because I don't like to wear a real bra. I like to wear like a little sports bra and then put that under for more coverage. More TMI. Sorry, we are getting very personal. If this is your first time meeting me, hi, nice to meet you. But for those who've been with me a while, I guess we're just having a comfortable chat like we normally do. Yeah, what this process is for me is I have been feeling for the last few weeks this intense urge to purge everything, like just get rid of things, no holds barred. And I think I did a pretty good job. There are still some pairs of underwear that I wish I had decluttered, and I might go back and throw them away after we're done here, because I do have some sensory issues and there's only one type of underwear that I can comfortably wear and everything else makes me uncomfortable. So I get the high leg brief from Victoria's Secret. It's kind of like a granny panty, but it's very comfortable. It stays in place. And that's the only underwear I can wear that I like. So I tried to buy some from Costco recently. I mean, I did buy them and I tried them because they looked the same, but they did not feel the same. And the top waistband rolls down, and that is absolutely unacceptable. So Victoria's Secret for the win. This socks was hard. Socks, I don't know, guys. I've kind of culled my sock collection a few times over the past couple of years, but somehow I always end up with, lone socks that don't have a friend. Other people's socks end up in my sock drawer, et cetera, et cetera. So it's always just good to go through the sock drawer again and get rid of stuff that doesn't have a match, because there is nothing worse than being in a hurry in the morning and not being able to find the right pair of socks. So that felt really good to do. I also, by the way, I'm throwing them away. I'm just throwing the ones I don't want anymore away, because what am I going to donate that? Like, who am I donating mismatched socks to? So just throwing them away. Same thing with the underwear, just in the garbage. What else? What am I grabbing down there? Guys, we can't see. I wish I had a camera person to follow me around. But no, it's just me. Oh, and now what are we doing? Is this more laundry? I swear to you. I feel like laundry is just this never ending. It's just never ending. I don't know if you feel that same way, but I included it here because it's real life and this is how it feels. There's just so much laundry. There's so much laundry. Who was it? Oh, my husband. For the love of Peter. My husband's name is not Peter. But I just say that because I feel like saying for the love of God is sacrilegious, and I don't really care, but I know a lot of religious people, so I try not to I just try not to say God and Jesus too much because, so I say for the love of Peter, for the love of Francis, that kind of thing. Anyway, my husband, for the love of Peter, one day I was doing laundry. I think it was on a weekend. And I had like load after load of laundry going. And so my husband's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm taking laundry down." And he said, "Again?" And it was like, yes, person, adult who also lives in this house. Like, there is a lot of laundry. Now, to be fair, he does his own laundry. Like, there was a time when I did his laundry for him when I was staying at home full time. But like, now that we're both working, I gave that back to him. So he does his own laundry and he folds it and he puts it away. He does the whole thing. My 13-year-old son also does his own laundry like 90% of the time, unless, I happen to help him or something. But most of the time he does his own laundry. However, I do my laundry, I do my daughter's laundry, I do all of the towels in the house, I do all of the bedding in the house, and I am also in charge of like the bath mats and, whatever else randomly in the house that needs to be washed. Like the couch covers, like the dog couch covers. So yes, I'm always doing laundry. In fact, I think this past weekend, like the day that this was being filmed, I think I started doing laundry at like 5:00 in the morning, and I had another, the last load I put in was like at 8:00 at night before I went to sleep. Like, it was just all laundry all day long. I took a short break when everybody was taking showers at some point, but because our water pressure just absolutely goes to hell in a handcart when somebody's, when laundry's being done, or if somebody flushes a toilet or somebody turns a sink on, like, your shower will be ruined. So in any case, so much laundry, so much laundry. Please tell me in the comments below how many loads of laundry you think you do in a week. I think if I had to guess, I would say I probably do at least 10 loads of laundry every week, at least, because I do my clothing laundry pretty frequently. Like, I try not to let that go a full week. I try to do that every couple days to stay on top of it, because there is nothing worse than having to fold an entire week's worth of clothing all at once. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. But yeah, so I do that a few times a week. I do the bedding, I do the towels, all of that. Oh, I'm decluttering again. I'm donating the hoodie, the zip up hoodie. I've had that hoodie for a lot of years. This sweater is actually newer. I think I got it maybe in like August. So I'm not getting rid of that. I'm just putting it in my spring and summer storage. And back to the hangers. Look at all of these freaking hangers. So many hangers. Even after all those other hangers that I got rid of, like, look at how many hangers. And I'm trying to like squeeze them in to the closet. Please help me. Somebody help me. I need to get rid of the hangers. I need fewer clothes and fewer hangers. It's too much. In fact, that bar is hanging on by a thread. Like, that closet bar it's going to break one day if I don't reduce its load. It wants help. Also, I know that those vacuum seal bags, I could use a vacuum to get the air out, but that's too many steps. I'm not going to do that. These pants that I'm putting in to the storage bag, I bought them. Tell me if you guys do this. Okay, these pants I got at Costco. They're Eddie Bauer. They're like work/hiking pants, if that makes sense. And then there's a pair of jeans. And I was debating whether or not I should keep them. Okay, look at the closet. Look at what's going on in here. But then I need to talk to you about buying clothes for a size that you wish you were. Yeah, see, I reduced a lot in here. You can actually like open and close these drawers without things like preventing it. I think I did a very good job. Good job. This is the halfway point, or like a little more than halfway. So stick with me. But back to clothes for a size that you are not. Oh, and here's all my donation stuff. Look at me go. So last year, I really thought that I was going to lose weight. I did. I lost, I think, what did I lose? 11 pounds last year. And then I gained a little back, but then I was like, no, I'm going to keep trying to lose. And here we're going to do this. So I kept telling myself I was going to lose more weight, right? I was going to lose more weight. Eventually, maybe I would be a size medium. That was my goal. And so actually, you're going to see here when I declutter some of these drawers later that I bought shorts from Costco in a size medium this past spring, which is outrageous because I am easily an extra large at the moment. So that was ambitious. And so some of those pants that were on the other, like when we were back over looking on the other side, when I was putting things away for spring, I bought some pants that were not that ambitious. Like, it wasn't the difference between a size 14 and a size 8, but it was the difference between a size 14 and like a size 12 or 10. And I just never, guys, I didn't make it. So I kept them because maybe I'll do that. Not now, though. I'm actually taking a conscious break. Well, I have been. Now I'm kind of back on the wagon, but I've been the last few weeks taking a conscious break from the weight loss rat race because, quite frankly, I was exhausted. Like I said, last year I lost a bunch of weight. It took me 11 weeks to lose 11 pounds. It was really hard. I worked my butt off. I was taking an hour-long walk every single day. I was eating like 1,400 calories a day. I was tracking everything. I was just obsessing over weight loss, and I was hungry and I was cranky and I wasn't honoring my hormones during different times of my cycle. And so it was just really hard. It was really hard. Like, yes, I lost the weight, but I have since gained every single one of those 11 pounds back because it was just not, it just was not a sustainable way to live. And so I don't know what my plan is. I want to lose weight for my health. And by the way, what you're watching right here is all of my daughter's bows. Like every bow that I have bought for her since she was a tiny baby. It's too many bows. We don't use the little bows anymore. And then there's a bunch of colors. Like when you buy a pack of bows, you don't get to choose the colors. It's just like a million bows. So I'm going to donate all of the bows that I don't want, which is what I'm doing with that bag. Now, I don't know if places accept hair accessories as donations because, like, what if there's bugs or something? I don't know, but I'm going to try because I don't need them anymore. And my daughter barely lets me brush her hair. So that's not true. That's not true. Many days she does, and she likes to have her braided pigtails. But there are days that it is a struggle. I don't know if you've had a toddler before, but it is a lot. So anywho, I don't know what's happening with my weight loss. I would like to lose weight for my health, but for my mental health, I find that it is not good for me to spend every waking moment. That's all the bows. It's a lot. It's not good for me to spend every waking moment thinking about food and my body. So my current situation is that I just try not to look at myself too much, which is hilarious because obviously I have to stare at myself when I edit these videos and do the voiceovers. But for some reason, it's not as confronting as one would think. What is most confronting is when I look at myself in the mirror and kind of catch my second and third chins. That's when I feel self-conscious. But, anyway, watching myself here on camera, I actually am not, it doesn't bother me that much. But I would like to be healthier. As discussed before, I would love to be able to take my ADHD medication, but I cannot do that unless my blood pressure is better. And my blood pressure probably won't be better unless, I mean, it's fine now, but like I want it to be excellent before I start adding like a stimulant medication. So anyway, I won't get into that again because I've talked about it like 400 times. But that's really my health goal. And to not be winded all the time. Like that's annoying, to be winded doing basic activities like cleaning the house or talking. Like that's crazy. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Like let's talk about what we're looking at. What that bag right there is more donation. I'm going through all of my swimwear, my summer swimwear, and also there are some ballet related items. But a lot of what I'm donating, there have been years where I've bought like 4 or 5 different bathing suit options and have not liked any of them, but then been too tired or distracted to return any of them. So I've just been hanging on to stuff that I will never wear. So today was the day to just get rid of it. There's those medium shorts, size medium Costco shorts that I should have just donated. Because if I ever do become a size medium, like I can just buy more. But yeah, whatever. I ended up putting them in my storage. These are Little Sleepy's pajamas that are too small for my daughter, and I didn't sell them. I've sold and given away a lot of Little Sleepy's pajamas. They do have like a resale value because they're made out of bamboo. But a lot of those ones that I still had been damaged and I had to patch them up or like sew them. And so I just threw them away. I just threw them away. Like, do they bring memories? Yeah. Would I love to keep them? Sure. But they're like, for what? For what? In my mind, I was like, oh, maybe I can like use the fabric and like make something out of it for the memories. And then I was like, I'm not that person. Like I'm not going to cut that fabric up and make something else out of the fabric for the memories. So I threw them away because why let them keep taking up real estate in my home if I'm not going to use them? And nobody else can use them because they were damaged. So I didn't feel comfortable donating them. There's those pants I was talking about that are a little too small, but not like absurdly small, just a little too small. So I'm going to put those under the bed. And then, again, too lazy to go get the vacuum, but that's all right. This system, by the way, has been working out really, really well for me. I've been doing this for the last couple of years where at the change of the season, I switch out my clothes and put them under the bed in those bags. And it works out really great. I know exactly where they are. I don't have to go too far, like in the basement or anything. Oh, here's a break for cute kid and cute dogs. Hello, Archie and Willow. Hello. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled programming of decluttering and cleaning. But yeah, that system's been working really well for me. Highly recommend it if your bed is a little bit higher off the ground. Because I think a huge issue for me as somebody with ADHD or just low motivation and highly distractible is that if I try to store that stuff in the basement or in another closet or something, I will forget that it exists. And then I won't remember where I put it. And then I won't feel like going to get it. And then I just won't do it. So having it close at hand, easily accessible, and convenient is a big deal for me. All right, I've avoided it long enough. Let's talk about this corner. And let's not talk about that. Those drawers, I have cleaned those drawers out many times. And today was not the day to clean them out again. I'm sorry. I just didn't have the energy for it. But maybe I'll do a whole nother video of drawers, just going through all of the drawers that I keep avoiding in the bedroom. Because I am on a roll. I even cleaned out behind, which is amazing because I never clean out behind that bedside table. This is me looking at books to see if I actually think I might read them one day. And I decided then that I probably would, but I won't, guys. I'm not going to read those books, but that's okay. It looks like I will. And there's the Hatch Noise Machine and a couple of books for my daughter. Speaking of my daughter, I also at this corner, one of the reasons it has been so cluttered is because I kept a caddy of her underwear and socks on the bedside table, like for my convenience. And that was just like a remnant of when I used to keep her diapers and wipes and stuff in here for ease. But I put it in her room and it has been working so much better. And my room feels a little more like my room again, even though she still sleeps with us. Don't look at those drawers. Still, don't look at them. Nope. See, I decided to get the caddy out. Also, I didn't talk about it, but those birthday cards I was looking at, put them right in the garbage. Right in the garbage. I'm not a sentimental person, as discussed. Ooh, okay. We're in the end stretch here. Up there, I kept our towels, and in those bins at the very top, I know we've already moved on, but look at the top. Yes, in those bins, I am keeping our sheets and pillowcases, and then I'm keeping our travel bags, like, you know, those little bags that you use to separate things in your luggage. I am leaving those up there. So I'm really happy with that. And then look at all that stuff I'm donating. And then on the floor is the garbage bag, but all those other bags are donations, which I am so, so proud of myself. This is all stuff that I have been hanging on to for years, years and years and years, some of it more than 10 years. And now it's gone. Look at that. It's all gone. It is out. Goodbye. So, thank you so much for coming along. Please tune back in on Friday if you want to know more about my capsule winter wardrobe. And next week, there will be more decluttering. I cannot wait to talk to you then. I love you. I will see you in the next video.